Today I've got a remarkable place for you. I'm going to call it the Remarkable Farm because the house is remarkably large. It's in remarkably gorgeous condition. The grounds are impeccably taken care of. The views are unbelievable out the back. This is all yours, 11.5 acres. A huge house, 2,400 square feet or so, plus a garage. But check out this view. Is that remarkable? Can you imagine having guests over and seeing that as a view? Now this is just a little dead-end road, and you're just about 5-6 miles to a couple different towns. You can actually see the Cedar Creek Sportsman's Club over there, if you know what you're looking at, which means you're only about maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles. I'm going to put it down here because I'll chart it out for you, to Cedar Creek Lake. You can't see the lake from here, but you can see the Sportsman's Club, which is just above on the banks. Is this unbelievable? Anyway, this is a long ranch. You're looking for a ranch? This is a long ranch, over 100 feet long. It's a manufactured home, and then it's got brick additions on the end. So it's got a brick addition here, a brick addition there, and it's got wood siding and a tin roof and awesome huge porches. This thing is protected. It's a great home. So we say manufactured home. What does that mean? Well, it means that it wasn't built with a 16-year-old kid with a beer in one hand and a nail gun in the other, with all the materials getting wet. This was actually built in a factory where all the materials are dry. They have jigs to put everything together perfectly, and so on and so forth. But anyway, it's a manufactured home. It's huge. The neighbor's place is impeccable. You got a neighbor over here. This place is impeccably taken care of. This is the backyard, which, I mean, you're looking at a 100-foot deck there, and then all this is mowed, and then this is your barn right here, the green one, the green roof. The roof on that is just a year old, and it's a really nice barn. I'm going to take you down there and show that to you. But you've got hay. Anyway, I'll put the plat right here right now. Okay, did you see that? So you can see how it goes. It jags back. So it's like 2 squares offset a little bit. So this is the property line right here. If you can see the fence going down, then it jogs over and then back in the back. You've got about maybe 9 acres open, all fields, hay fields, grazing, whatever you want to do. Walking trails, absolutely beautiful. And then you got about 2.5 acres of woods. That's what everybody wants. Everybody calls for land. They want some open so they can have a garden or horse or cow or whatever, raise a beef or 2 or 3, and they also want some woods for the adventure. You got kids, or maybe you just want to have a picnic table out there or whatever. But look at this. The view is crazy, crazy. Now let me tell you a couple more things about the area first. This is Amish and Mennonite country. They have little communities here and there. In fact, that's one of their barns right there. And they make those wagons, those horse-drawn wagons, and they do training and that sort of thing. You're also close to the Amish produce market. There's like a farmer stand. So what does that mean to you? Well, first of all, it means you can find craftsmen. Typically, fantastic craftsmen. Or they know, they got people in the church and in their family who does, you know, carpentry work and masonry work and all that stuff you can't find anybody to do. They can do it. They can build you a barn, they can put up fence, all that stuff. And by the way, this whole property is fenced. All new fence. It's beautiful. It's ready for your animals. You got the front yard, the backyard, then open up the gate for your horses or whatever you got. But so you've got the Amish community here, and it's a really gentle, older style lifestyle, old-fashioned lifestyle. Well, you're right in the middle of it. In other words, when my wife and I want to just go out for a Sunday drive, which you got to do that sometime. We all get too busy and we don't do that enough. That's a real pleasurable time. Go out for a Sunday drive, maybe in the Jeep with the top down. This is the place we come to. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful road here. It ends just right up here. Then you're done. So it's like a, you know, like a cul-de-sac. It's dead end road. So you've got this neighbor, the next neighbor, and that's it. And you. So you're never going to have traffic here. So you got to check this all out. You got brick here. You got siding, tin roof. This is a well-protected home. And a huge porch here. This is about 8 feet wide and the full length of the home. And that's your view from your front porch. This house is vacant. The people have moved on to another house. They're like empty nesters or something like that. They've moved on to another house And this house is priced remarkably low. For what you get, it's a real value. And who doesn't like a value, right? Come on in. So people call up, they say, oh, I want a cheap house or a cheap car. You don't want a cheap car or a cheap house. You want a good value. We don't care what the cost is. We want the value to be right. And this is a great value. Almost 12 acres, 11 and a half acres we're going to call it, and 2,400 square foot house. Again, it's all one floor. So you've got all this is laminate floor here. It's so easy to clean. I don't think I saw any carpet in the whole house. So this is the living room, obviously. I'll show you in here. Master bedroom. Walk-in closet. This is big. I'm going to guess this is 14 by 20. How cool is this? Is this cool or what? So you got this dressing area here, and you got a clawfoot tub. Romantic, neat, cool. You got kiddos, it's easy to bathe them. And you've got the double vanities and a great mudroom. Love that. I'm going to show that to you. But I might as well just show it to you now. And you got the hopper here. So, you know, like for feng shui, this is what you want. You want the door to open this way, not the other way, because then you're startled if somebody opens the door and you happen to be using the facilities, right? So good feng shui there. This goes out to the garage. So you got a one-door garage here. What do they have in it? Toys. Let me tell you, I don't want to stereotype here, but guys, you know who you are. And the girls too. There's a lot of farm girls and a lot of cowgirls out there. So you know who you are. Everybody wants 5, 10, 15 acres so they can piddle around. Well, this is the piddling place. And you're not walking into a disaster. We see so many properties and people say, well, it doesn't really matter what the property's like. The house is like. I just want the property. Well, then you got to do all that work for a house. Here you got a beautiful house. It's in like perfect condition. You know, get a home inspection, obviously. We're going to recommend that. Get a home inspection, but it's in like perfect shape. And you've got gorgeous land. So you kind of got it all and it's all done for you. This is kind of neat, huh? Little clear story windows up there. We'll look at the kitchen. Got tile top here. Tile backsplash. And a gas stove. Glad to see that. I don't think there's much gas in this house, but a gas stove. So if you're a cook, you'll appreciate that. And then you got a door right to the outside. Oh, let me show you the laundry here. Instead of going side by side, they went stacky. So you got stacks here and you just walk around there and there you go. But this goes right on out to that huge deck. Check this out. That's a real fireplace, but it's got a gas insert in it. I'm sorry, electric insert in it that you can use. It's obviously a lot easier and a lot less messy than a real stove. But if you don't like that, yank it out and you can use this. It's a real fireplace. I love this, and I love the wainscoting on the bottom. It's not just painted; it's wainscoting with big railing there, like a chair rail. And I love the color. It's like a buckskin. It goes really well with this. Wait till you see in there. So you got another bedroom here with a big closet. Second bath, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. The hopper's around the corner. You don't want to see the hopper. Hopper is a hopper. Track light. And then you've got this other bedroom here. Big closet again. Right, everybody wants big closets. This is the house with the big closets. So I was talking to the sellers and I said, what's the deal with this? Oh, it's a sunroom. It's not a sunroom. This thing is like a whole nother house. I don't know how big it is. I'll put it down here. But it's amazing. It's like a mother, you can have like a mother-daughter here. This is not a sunroom. It's got a kitchen. It's got a bar. Check that out. Isn't that the coolest? It's pipe. Here's pipe clamp and old barnwood. And look at these views. So if you've got a family member who's looking for a place to stay and needs your help, or maybe you all just want to get more efficient with your bills, here you go. So you've got a kitchen here, you've got a place for a bedroom, obviously, you got access to that other bathroom over there, or throw a bath in here. You've got it all. Access to outside, lots of windows. Look at the view. Well, anyway, kind of excited about it because it's a lot of square footage and a big piece of land for a little bit of money. And these are just closets. I could open these up, but you know, just a closet. Plenty big enough for like a mother-daughter or a teenage kid. If you got boomerang kids, this is the place for you. Plenty of room, they can stretch out. They can go make a fort out in the woods. All right, let's go on outside here. I can show you the outside. We'll actually even go down to the barn. And you've got all that seating right there on the deck. It's the biggest daggone deck I've ever seen, I swear to you. You have a little herb garden here. This is like a raised bed deal. And there's the little propane tank for your gas stove. You could throw a little fence around there. You could paint it pink, put a little squiggly tail on it, make it a pig. But that's a cutie right there. These people have given you a gift. And what is that gift? Well, the gift is a new septic system, new work on the tank, a new field. It's an all new septic system to state specs or county specs or both. I'll put it here if I know. But anyway, it's all new field. So this is several $1,000s all done for you just now. It'll last you another 3 lifetimes. Let's go look at this barn. I know you're interested in the barn. That's what everybody wants. They want a horse barn, and this is it. This is about, I'm gonna guess, 30 by 30, something like that. But you've got a tack area here and hay storage, and then more hay storage. You could do 3 stalls here for sure, and then you've got plenty of room on this side as well. So what would you use the barn for? It's got a brand new roof, you got OSB, and then you got tin on top of that. That should last you, you know, that tin is usually guaranteed 20, 40, 50 years. So you don't have to worry about that. Look at that barn. What would you do with it? I know what I would do with it. I'd make a workshop out of it. Have a place for my 4-wheeler, and I'd put a workshop. Of course, if you got that next to the house too, maybe you put a horse out here. Or what do you have? Llamas, goats, whatever. So the back of the barn goes from here over to the fence. That's the property line. That's going to be 70 feet, something like that. 25 yards. Gosh, look how beautiful. This is what Kentucky's about. You are just real close, you know, 5-10 minutes to the grocery. You're probably 1 mile to that Amish produce market. So that's really nice. And they usually have other stuff. They usually have milk and things like that. Small community. They bake things on the weekends and have donuts and all that fun stuff. It's really, I don't want to say a tourist attraction, but people come from all over to see that lifestyle. And of course there's a romance to that lifestyle, which is why everybody wants to be living in a slower pace.